Okay, we are recording. So you guys, welcome to the call. We're so excited to have you here, and we're so excited to give you a little bit of a peek inside of Zyia Active. So for those of you who obviously don't know who I am, there's a lot of you on here that aren't going to know who I am. My name is Lacey Christensen, and I am the founder of Team Hey Zyia, which is anybody who is on this call is a part of Team Hey Zyia. And so I love doing these calls, and I love being able to help all of our team be able to bring new people into our organization, because our organization is unlike anything else I have ever experienced in my life. I know that. So a little bit about me and who I am. So I live in St. George, Utah. I am a wife. I've been married for almost 13 years. I have 4 little boys who range in ages from 11 down to 5, who are literally like my whole world. And I'm a retired cosmetologist. So back in just a little bit of how I was introduced to this company back in February of 2017. I was in a really, really great place in my career. I was a cosmetologist. I had done hair for, at that time, 16 years, I guess. So I was in a really good place in my career, but I was not in a very great place like myself with myself. I was actually in a really bad place. Let's just put it that way. Just feeling like I was really stuck in this, like, it was Groundhog Day every day, like doing the same thing, being a mom every day, working every day. And it just was so repetitive. And there was just this huge part of me that was missing. For anyone on here that is a mother, maybe you can relate to me on this, but when you're a mom, you give everything to your children, and there's, nobody told me to remember who I was and continue to grow, focus on myself. And so I put that on the back burner. And after, let's see, 9 years of being a mom, I was shattered and I was broken, and I needed something to help fix me. So I was introduced to Zyia. I actually had just typed on the internet business opportunities for stay-at-home moms, and Zyia popped up. I have no idea why. And it was actually, the name of the website had a name of somebody I knew on it. So I contacted her. She said she was having a party at her house. So I thought, what the heck, I'll go check it out. I wear leggings all the time. I love leggings. So I went to the party, and I was lucky enough that the owner of the company, Erin Bradley, she was there at the party that night. And the company was only like a week and a half old, I believe. Like, it had barely launched. I put the leggings on my body, and I was sold with the clothing. I was like, these are the best things I've ever put on my body. But more importantly than that night, I got to sit down and I got to talk with Erin, the owner of the company, and I got to listen to her and what her vision was, what she wanted for the company. At that time, it obviously hadn't happened. But it was all about empowering women and making them feel like they could do anything that they wanted to do, and uplifting each other, and just building this amazing, strong community. And it was everything that I was missing in my life at that point. So I got home that night. I said to my husband, I just have this overwhelming feeling that I need to be a part of this. And he said, that's great, and I will support you, but do you have time for it? And at that time, I absolutely did not have time. I was so incredibly busy with my job. Like I said, I was at the peak of my career. I was doing so well. But I couldn't shake the feeling that I wanted to be a part of it. So that night I clicked the join button, and I never looked back. And a year and a half into the business, I ended up walking away from my job of 17 years, which is still so crazy to say that I was able to do that, because I was making more money and I was working way less. So that's the beauty of Zyia for me. It's been such a blessing. Not only did it help fix a huge part of me that was really, really broken, but it also helped me make an incredible income for my family, that if something was to happen to my husband's job, we know that we could live off of what I make, and would still be totally, totally fine. So this business has just been such a huge blessing to our family's life. And so I love to do calls like this to introduce the business to so many other women that I know. I don't know what is life-changing for you, what amount of money would be life-changing to you, or what maybe emotionally or physically you need for your life, but I can guarantee you that Zyia Active is the answer to that, and that it can fix so many things that, I've watched it just changed so many women's lives. So I love to be able to talk about that with people on these calls. So that's why I love to do these calls. Anyway, so tonight what we're going to do is I've got Stephanie on here with me. Stephanie is a part of my team. She's not on my direct line. I didn't sponsor her. She's a couple levels down from me. If you've been involved in direct sales before, you know what that means. But I've got her on the call with me, and she's going to hop in here in a little bit, and kind of tell her story too. But how we're going to work this is we are going to, oh no, we've got noise. Hold on, I got to mute this again. Maybe. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Every so often I have to mute this again. So anyway, so how this is going to work is we're going to kind of answer some of the top questions that get asked to us about repping Zyia, and hopefully you guys can walk away with this having most of your questions answered. If we don't answer some questions that you have, make sure to reach out to the person that sent you to this call, and we can either get on a three-way call with you, or she can answer the questions for you, whatever we need to do to help make you feel comfortable and help you decide if this is the right thing for you. So first things first, the first question that we get asked is, do I have to carry inventory? And I get to tell you no. So, and if you see me looking over here, I'm sorry, but I don't want to miss anything. But so you can carry inventory if you want to. So in the beginning of when I signed up with Zyia, I did a lot of in-home parties, and so I wanted to have inventory on hand because that was how I ran my business in the beginning. Now, I run my business primarily through Facebook parties, and so the only product that I really need is the product that I put on my body. So no, you don't have to carry inventory unless you would like to. Corporate doesn't require you or make you buy anything that you don't want to buy yourself. So you can purchase it, and you can have inventory if you wanted to sell in a storefront. That is also allowed. But again, Facebook parties require no inventory and just a few personal items to be able to show. You are given a website for customers to shop from, and that is why we are not required to carry inventory, because we have a website to show everybody everything that we have to sell. Corporate ships out our items, so we don't have to ship them ourselves, and that makes it so that we can focus on the things that are actually making us money. So no packing items, no shipping items, and no taking photos. The stock photos corporate gives those to us, but more importantly, we get to put the clothes on ourselves, and that's actually usually what ends up selling the product anyways, is us putting it on our own bodies. So next question we get asked is, let's just get down to it. How do I actually make money in this thing? So we do have a breakdown of how our compensation plan works that you can contact the person that sent you here, and she can go over that with you. But basically, you can run your business how you want, where you want, when you want. Like literally, the sky is the limit. Like there's very few stipulations. If you can dream it and you can think it, you can do it with this thing. So you can sell on social media. You can sell in your home. You can sell through Facebook parties. You can do texting parties, a party and a page. That's basically just like a link that you're going to send to somebody. You can sell in a gym, in a storefront. Literally, the sky is the limit, like I said before. But you are given a website as well, like I said, for people to shop from, and you're given that. The second you click that enroll button, your website is created and it's sent to you right then, and you literally can shop off of your website within 5 seconds of you joining. So that's really, really one of the really cool things about Zyia is you get that feature. So how much money will I make? So, this is such a loaded question because there's just so many answers that I can give you. I mean, you could be making anywhere from $500 a month up to $50,000 or $60,000 a month. It really just depends on your rank and where you are sitting at in your business. You are going to start out your business making 20% off of your personal sales, and then it moves up to 25%. Okay, so these are your personal commissions, like your personal sales, things that you're selling to your customers, your friends, your family. So you will make an additional 8% override when you hit $1,000 in sales every month. So you actually have the opportunity to make 28% off of your personal sales, depending on your rank, all the way up to 33% off of your personal sales. Corporate also rewards us for our hard work all the time with extra commissions on almost every single month, unless they have some really big promo that they're doing and they're paying out like hundreds and thousands, I dare I say millions now of dollars. So sometimes up to 30% is added onto our paychecks on top of what we are already receiving on our commissions. So, but where that big money comes in, you want those $20,000 paychecks a month, 30, 40, 50, $60,000 paychecks a month. That is where the big money comes into play. And that is when you are building a team beneath you. You're finding people who want the same thing as you do, your friends and your family. You know, it's a great idea if you enroll, going to your friends and saying, hey, we should do this together, because it's always a great idea to have somebody to do it with you. But that is when the big money comes into play, is when you are building a team. So you, off of your team, you make anywhere from 1% all the way up to 11%. You guys, if you have looked into any network marketing direct sales companies, 11% is really, really high. Zyia's pay plan, Zyia's pay structure, our compensation plan is very, very generous. We pay 10 generations deep, and we pay high in percentages, and we pay high very close to you just as much as we do down deep into those level 10s. So hopefully that kind of helps give you an idea. Now, can I tell you an exact amount that you're going to make on your paycheck? No, because again, every situation is different, and I can't say to you, you know, hey, my very first paycheck was X amount of dollars, because I don't want you to have a false idea of what it could be for you, because you could sign on and you could make more than I did, or you can make less than I did. It all depends on your work ethic. So now, when I talked about building a team, I'm guessing that there are some of you that came into your head that said, do I have to build a team? Is that something I have to do? No, absolutely not. If you want to sign on just to sell the product, you can absolutely do that. We have plenty of people on our team that do not want to build a team, but they want to sell the product, whether they sell it out of their house, in a gym, in the store, or they just do it online. So you also can sign on just for the discount. Keep that in mind. You can sign on just to get the 25% discount for life. Awesome, cool. And you know, if you tell your sponsor, I don't want to sell it, then we know to leave you alone. You're there for the discount and you get to wear cute clothes. So just know that if you decide not to build a team, that there will be no residual income, meaning, for instance, I literally hardly worked in the month of December, but I still raked in an amazing paycheck because I have built a really big team beneath me. So just keep that in mind. So next thing we get asked is this a direct sales company or a MLM? Okay, so if you cannot see me, I'm doing air quotes, MLM company. Yes, we are a direct sales company. No, MLM is kind of a word that needs to be thrown out the window, because usually when it comes to an MLM, there's some weird things involved. But yes, we are a direct sales company. And yes, we are really, really proud of it. All of us that are a part of our team or a part of this whole company, we are really proud to be a part of a direct sales company, because there's been a bad rap around it, and there shouldn't be, because it is a business opportunity that can create so much freedom for women, especially. I mean, men too, don't get me wrong, but when you're a woman and maybe if you have a family, there's just so many great things about a direct sales company. So this business model, it can provide a residual income. Like I said, month of December, I think I worked for 2 weeks out of the month, and I made way more money than I was making doing hair full-time. Okay. So this allows time freedom. It allows you to work from anywhere you want. Literally, this little phone in my hand, I can work from it anywhere that I want, and everything that I need is on this phone. So you literally are making money while you sleep. I will wake up some mornings and look at my numbers, and I'm like, whoa, overnight, like my numbers grew. It is crazy. So you can also make money if you are in my situation, how I was in the beginning. I made money while I worked another job. I didn't walk away from my job until 1.5 years in. So I did both at the same time, and I learned to fit it into the cracks of my day. You can do this business in 1 hour out of your day. If you have 1 hour to dedicate, we tell our team all the time, wake up an hour earlier, go to bed an hour later, and you are going to be able to build a successful business. So this is a business model that supports the family instead of corporate America. We are not a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is when whoever is at the top who signed on first, nobody can ever make more money than them. Anybody who's lower than that, you kind of get the shaft, and the person up at the top is always going to be the luckiest. Zyia's compensation plan is not set up that way. Again, your work ethic is what matters. I have passed up people that are above me, and I am making way more money than some of the people that are above me. So that is, we are not a quote unquote pyramid scheme. So again, your work ethic is what matters. It is not your position in the company. We have people that have signed on 6 months ago that have passed up people that signed on the day that Zyia started. So are there bonuses and incentives? That's another question we get asked. Yes, and this is one of the funnest parts. We are incentivized every month by either corporate or your team. That is something that we do a lot of in this business, is we like to throw things around. We like to throw money. We like to throw prizes, for, custom Nikes, AirPods, like you name it. We like to throw all that stuff, but then also, corporate does really awesome incentives as well. For instance, I just returned home from a trip to Thailand. I went on a 10-day vacation to Thailand because of Zyia Active. The trip was paid for. It was so much fun. Just some examples of some of the vacations that we've went on, and I'm going to try and remember them all off at the top of my head. Zyia has traveled to Las Vegas, Park City, Utah, Las Vegas, Nevada. Stephanie, you're going to have to help me if I'm missing any. The Bahamas, Cancun, Cabo. We're going to Jamaica this summer, Thailand. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing some. There's so many, you guys. It's so fun. And we are not even close to being done traveling. And we are going to be going to Bermuda in a year, almost a little less than a year. So in January. So if you signed on now, you actually are going to be able to earn the trip to Jamaica and also have the chance to earn the trip to Bermuda as well. So another thing that I want to just go over really quick before I turn the time over to Stephanie is one of the perks of joining our team. One of the perks of joining our team is we have a very amazing program set into place so that when you sign on, you are going to be able to have success right out of the gate. We have a program that we kind of put you into, and it's sent over to you, and it walks you through in 10-day periods of getting your business up and moving, along with having your sponsor there holding your hand and helping you every step of the way. You also have this program that is going to help get you off of the ground and get your business moving and have you having success in a short 30 to 60 days and turning a profit in your first 30 days. So actually, I should say 30 to 60, depending on how well or how much effort and again, your work ethic is what matters. But we do have that program set into place in our team, which is a huge, huge added bonus with signing on with Team Hey Zyia. So keep that in mind too if you do decide to join. One of the reasons why we have that is because there are many of us that when we signed on to this thing, we had no clue what we were doing. And now 3 years in, we realize we know what it takes to be successful. We've done what it takes to be successful, and we put that into a program for you to be able to utilize. So, okay, now I'm going to turn the time over to Stephanie, and she's going to talk to you about a couple more things. And also, I want her to introduce herself and kind of tell a little bit of her story so you can know a little bit about her too. I'm going to unmute you, Steph.
All right, can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Hello. Like Lacey said, I'm Stephanie. I usually don't call myself Stephanie. I prefer Steph. I don't know why, but anyway. So I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 4. I am an interior designer. I also own an interior design business on top of being a Zyia Active rep. I have been a rep with Zyia for 2.5 years, which is so crazy to even say. That seems like it's just been awesome. But anyway, 2.5 years. And you guys, it has completely changed me. Lacey can attest to this. The person I was 2.5 years ago and the person I am now is not even the same person. And it's good. It was a good change. I actually saw a friend of mine post about Zyia Active. She joined the company a couple months after it launched, and I saw her post about it, and I immediately just felt really drawn to it. I can't even explain it other than I just had like this gut feeling like I need to look into this. I fought it for about a month because it's so not me. This is so not me. I'm not salesy. I'm like literally the least salesy human you've ever met. I didn't really want to be involved with a direct sales company because I didn't really know anything about them. I wasn't educated, and it just terrified me. It was so far out of my comfort zone. But I just kept watching her post about it, and I just couldn't get it off my mind. So I contacted her. I went over and chatted with her, saw the product, and the only thing I can say is I just had a gut feeling that I needed to do it. And it was honestly the scariest thing I've ever done. Clicking that join button was the scariest thing. I bawled my eyes out after. I remember calling my husband and like, I just did this. And he's like, what is the big deal? Like, it's fine. What do you have to lose? I'm like, nothing really. So far out of my comfort zone, but because of it, I have grown so much as a person. I have found a confidence within myself that I was missing. And I have found a sense of purpose outside of being a mom. And I have found and developed this amazing community of women that I have around me every day. So it's a little bit about my journey in a short nutshell. So I'm going to get going with the questions. Question we get all the time is, what is the catch? And I can tell you 100% there is no catch. No catch at all. You can cancel at any time. You don't get any penalty. You don't get any fee if you cancel. You could literally sign up tomorrow and decide Monday that it's not for you, and you could cancel, no fee, no penalty, nothing. So there is no penalty to catch, or no penalty to quit. A couple numbers though that we like you guys to know. In order to get paid commission, you get paid off of, you have to hit $200, and your sales are included in that. I like to make sure people realize that. So anything you purchase for yourself, whether it's at retail price or for the discount that you get as a rep, your purchases for yourself count, and anything that you sell on top of that. So once you hit $200, your commission kicks in. And like Lacey said, that's a whole nother, she kind of explained the pay plan and all that, but commissions kick in after $200. The first 2 months after you join your website is free. There is no website fee, but after your first 2 months, there's a $15 website fee, and that is for your replicated website. So you don't have to do anything on the back end website wise. I would have no idea how to create my own website or how to do any of that. So luckily, we don't have to do any of that. Zyia takes care of all of it for us. We do have that $15 fee, unless you hit $600 in the month, and your sales are included in that. So once you hit $600, then your fee the next month is waived. Like I said, I've been a rep for 2.5 years, and I think I paid the website fee once, and it was when I very first joined, like my third month, because I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know that I just didn't know. So in 2.5 years, I've paid it one time. It's very, very doable to hit $600. Okay, the next question we get all the time is, why Zyia over another company? And I love this question, because I can honestly say to you, the product sells itself. I told you before, I'm the least salesy human on the planet, and I don't have to be salesy to be successful with Zyia. When I very first joined, I didn't really know what I was doing, like I said, and I didn't plan on making it into a business, but I was wearing the product to the gym. I was wearing the product to Target. I was wearing it to Costco, and I literally had people asking me every single day, where'd you get those leggings? Or where'd you get that sports bra? Or where'd you get that jacket? And I was just ordering things for people and like selling it without even trying to sell it. So it really, really, really does sell itself. And it's just one of those things that you can see it. Like, you can sell it. You're your biggest marketing tool. Where if you're taking a supplement or, selling vitamins or something, nothing wrong with any of that, but it's not visible. People can't see that, and they're not going to ask you about it. When you're wearing Zyia, you get asked about it. I promise. I wore the Sage Luxe to the gym on Monday, sold 4 pair just during my workout class, because people were dying over the color and how stinking cute they were. So it really, really, really sells itself. We have such a high quality product that you wearing it sells itself. One of the other amazing things about Zyia is we release items every single week. So it is Christmas every week. Every Wednesday we release new product, which is so fun as a rep, because we always have something new and fun and fresh to offer to our customers, and also to get for ourselves, right? So every single week we have new product. Sometimes it's 3 products all the way up to, there's been weeks where we've launched like 15 items. Sometimes, it's crazy, but it is so stinking fun. Every Tuesday night, it's like Christmas Eve, the anticipation of what's releasing tomorrow. So every week we have new products. So you always have something new and fun and fresh to sell, and also something new and fun and fresh to market for your customers. Okay. One of the awesome things about Zyia is there is no company like us. There is no company that offers a product. There's no direct sales company that offers active athleisure wear at the type of quality that we have. One of the things I love the most about Zyia, and I don't think people think really about this when they're thinking about joining a company, but one of the awesome things about Zyia is we are 100% debt free. Our owners have never borrowed 1 penny to start Zyia. So because of that, when we have months that we're over, our amazing owners give that back to us as reps. Like Lacey said, sometimes we get 30% bonuses on top of our commission. They don't have creditors to pay back. So they can in turn give that money back to their reps, which is amazing. And we see it almost every single month. They give it, back to us one form or another. So Zyia Active is 100% debt free, which really benefits you as a rep. The activewear industry is an $83 billion industry. You guys, everybody is wearing activewear. Everybody is wearing athleisure wear. It's not just wear it to the gym anymore. People are wearing it all day, every day. You go to Disneyland. Oh, sorry. I just got a low battery thing on my phone and it just kicked me off. Okay. You go to Disneyland and I guarantee 70% of the women you see in Disneyland are wearing activewear. I noticed that last time I was there, and I don't know if it's just because now I sell activewear that I noticed it more, but holy cow, everywhere you go, people are wearing active and athleisure wear. But why not? Like, I'm a busy mom of 4. I don't want to wear jeans anymore. I don't know when the last time was I put on a pair of jeans because I want to be comfortable. I'm chasing after kids, driving carpools. There is nothing better than just being comfortable, but still feeling cute and comfortable and put together. So it's a very, very, very successful industry to be a part of. Another question we get, and this is probably the question I get the most, is how much is it to sign up? So I'm going to talk to you 2 different numbers because we are open in Canada as well. So in the United States, oh, thanks, Lace. In the United States, it's $395 to join. And with that $395, you're getting these 5 staple pieces in your size. So you get to choose whatever size you want in these pieces. You get a $200 Zyia gift card that you can use when you want on whatever you want. And then you get all the business tools that you need. So for $395, you literally get to start your own business. You get 5 pieces that you can start marketing with, all the tools you need, and then that $200 gift card to buy what you want with. In Canada, it's $553 with the conversion. It ends up, it's the same, but with the conversion, it's $553, and your gift card in Canada is $280. So it's a really, really, really inexpensive way to start your own business. Most businesses cost $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 to start, just something small. And with Zyia, for $400, essentially, you get to start your own business and literally run with it and do what you want with it and can completely change your life financially. With that, when you sign up, you also get a rep discount. So you get a 25% off rep discount as long as you're a rep on everything. But we also have ways that you can get stuff for yourself for free and for half off. So all of this stuff that you see behind me, oh shoot, what happened? What the world just happened? Sorry, I have, my phone is bringing messages and I try to click out of it and I think I just came out. Am I still here? Okay. Sorry. So all of this stuff you see behind me is my personal inventory that I wear to the gym. And I've gotten, I would say 90% of that stuff for free and half off. And once you join, your sponsor she'll explain all of that to you and teach you all of that and all the tips and tricks. But you do get a 25% discount. And then, like I said, you have a way to get yourself stuff for free and half off, which is so fun. So just to kind of wrap up my little portion, you guys, I cannot tell you how grateful I am that I clicked that join button. It was the scariest thing I've ever done. Honestly, I said that before. It terrified me. This has been so far out of my comfort zone, but I have grown so much because of it. It truly has changed my life. It's changed me. It's changed my family's life financially. I love nothing more than talking to women about the business opportunity and adding you into our amazing community, because I promise it will change your life. And it's just so fun to be a part of, and it's so fun to watch it change your lives like it's changed ours. So I hope to meet some of you very soon and add you to our team. And Lacey, I'm turning it back to you.
Isn't she amazing? Don't you just love her already? My very favorite. So, okay, thank you so much, Steph. We're going to wrap this up, but really quickly, I just want to talk to you guys about why now is the time to join Zyia. So I'm sure that probably in hearing the person that sent you here, that's something that you probably heard come out of their mouth is now is the time. Reasons why we are saying now is the time. Number one thing I want to talk to you about is that what happens within months 36 to 72 in a direct sales company. In months 36 to 72, if your company has hit certain numbers, certain milestones, and certain things have happened within that company, when you hit that sweet spot, which is those months, the company explodes. There is a massive explosion in the company, and all of a sudden, everyone starts hearing about it. Right now, we have still been new enough that a lot of people, there are still people, in fact, somebody just the other day uptown said, oh, I said something about that I was going on a trip or whatever, and they're like, oh, and I said it was for my job, and they're like, oh, what's your job? And I told them, they were like, oh, what's Zyia Active? And I thought, huh? Like, how do you not know what this is? We are still new enough that not everybody knows about us, but within that month 36 to 72, it is going to blow up and everyone is going to know about us. So if you get in right now and you get yourself a good solid foundation, you guys are going to be able to take advantage and reap the rewards and the benefits of being a part of our company within those crazy months and those growing months. Another reason why now is the time to join is because right now we are in the middle of earning a trip to Jamaica. So if you sign on right now, I'm going to tell you right now, when these incentive things come up, these are they are an incentive trip, I guess I should say. When these incentive trips happens, it's actually easier for somebody who is a new rep to earn the trip over somebody who's like me, who has been in for 3 years. And the reason why is because you guys have an entire network of people, an entire community around you who you get to tap into to introduce the Zyia business to. For me, I'm now at the point where I'm in year 3, where it's all about building relationships with new people because I've used up my warm market. And your warm market is always growing. So, I mean, I do have people, but for someone who is new, you earn the trips easier. We look and we see the numbers of how many people that are new people compared to the older people that earn these trips. A majority of the people that earn them are new reps. So the other thing I want to tell you is, with saying that now is the time, our CEO and president, or not our CEO, our president and chairman of the board, I guess is what he's called. His name is Zach Bradley. And he always says this quote, and every time he says it, I get chills. I literally get chills. And like, he said it from almost like, I would dare say a year and a half in, almost 2 years in, he started saying this, and he says, a rising tide lifts all boats, but it won't lift your boat if your boat isn't in the water. Get your boat in the water. We realized, just like Stephanie said, it was one of the scariest things I ever did, clicking that button. The fear of failure. What if it doesn't work? What if I fall on my face? What if people see me fail? But I can tell you right now, the reward that comes from it is so big. While I was on my trip, just barely in Thailand, we were sitting there on a private yacht that the corporate had purchased for us. And I remember looking around and looking at everybody on that boat and watching them and seeing the smiles on their faces and knowing the impact that Zyia had made on their life. And I remember having this feeling come over me of, I was so glad that I didn't let fear stop me from doing something like this, because it has changed my family's life for forever. This isn't just a 1 year, let's have fun. This is a lifetime of change that you can experience with Zyia. And now literally is the time to join and experience that with us. We are having a new rep training next week. So if you guys sign on right now, you guys are going to be able to kick off February with a major bang. You guys are going to be able to join in on a new rep training that we are going to be having next week so that you can benefit from that. We're going to plug you into, like I said, our program that we have for you to have success. And you guys are going to have the best chance possible, better chance than me and Steph, of earning that Jamaica trip and going to Jamaica with whatever loved one you choose, because it's a trip for 2 to Jamaica. So you guys, thank you again for hopping on the call. We hope you learned something. We hope you got the information that you needed to help you make a decision on if we are the right fit for you. If that is you and you are the right fit for us, contact the person who sent you here and let's get you going. And we cannot wait to welcome you into the team. This is not something where if you are 6 generations down from me, you've signed on with somebody who's 6 levels down from me, I will still know who you are, because this team is so tight-knit. We love each other and we cheer each other on, and we want the best for everybody. And we're so excited if you choose to join. You guys have an amazing night. Thank you again for hopping on. Thank you, Steph, for helping me out with this. And we will hopefully talk to you guys soon. Okay. Bye, guys.